Good morning again, folks. Well, the sun just came over the top of the trees. It was just cloudy a second ago, and then it just broke up like that. We're back out here on the old Green Lake again the next morning. A little after, close to 10 o'clock. Yeah, 9:59, might as well say 10 o'clock. Got out here a little earlier today. If you're gonna get out here early, do a little fishing. Try to catch another video before hunting season starts tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll do a whole lot of recording for bow hunting because I usually don't see a whole lot of deer on the public land. Our DNR here in Michigan likes to just destroy our deer population by introducing all these extra gun seasons before bow season even starts. That's a nice log. Ooh, nice hunk of pine. Yeah, anyway, I wouldn't mind the early seasons if they weren't full-on gun seasons, but if they were archery only seasons, I'd be cool with it. But they got to throw rifle season on top of rifle season and then bow hunting, and kind of takes away the point of having an advantage during bow season when you got early gun seasons. But anyway, our archery season starts here in Michigan tomorrow, October 1st. Put the old minnows in the drink here. Still got some minnows left, they're still surviving. We got the plopper. Let's see if we can't catch something. If I see some perch, I'm definitely gonna try to catch some more perch. I go back and try to see if I can find that big smallmouth. It was cool a second ago, and then the sun came out, and the sun was starting to get hot because I got my hoodie on because it was low 60s. There's a big explosion over there. Low 60s. I see bass and bluegill everywhere all around me, so I'm assuming the fish are still pretty shallow. I got the ultralight handy with the same tungsten jig head and the 2-inch purple B vibe. Over this direction somewhere where that big smallmouth was yesterday. It'd be pretty awesome to catch a hold of that today. Or what? Oh, it says 4 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet of water right now. Weeds are pretty tall through here, but there's lots of bait fish. Real pretty looking little bass down there. Look at the size of some of them minnows, some shiners. Woohoo! Them are monsters. Be some great pike bait. Turn you a little more in case I get a bite over here. Nice, cool, smooth water. Water temps down to 66 on the surface. The app percentage today was like 56. I think yesterday was like 50. It was 66 yesterday. Today it's like 56. So we'll see if the fish are as active today as they were yesterday. I need to do a more scientific study on that, I guess, and just start keeping track. When it says there's a bad day, is it really a bad day? Sometimes I have better days on the bad days than I do on supposedly good days, but that's just the fish. There's a big old bluegill down there. Ellie's growling at something. What's a big old bluegill? Well, the wind's gonna pick up. Ooh, he hit it, but Oh, what are you growling at? Anyway. Should be close to the rock bass log. Should be right out here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there. I'm gonna drift right over here in a second. I'd like to throw something to it before we get onto it. Oh yeah, look, there's some rock bass right on it. I think I'm on the log. Well, there's fish coming up from down at the bottom toward it, but I don't see any rockos down there. Something got it. Oh man, that was a big bluegill. It hit it and bailed out on it. Oh, it was a big bluegill. He hit it and it hit it again like it hit it hard too, but I think it just had a tail. It's a lot for a bluegill to get a hold of. It's a 2-inch bait, so. Oh. They like to chase it down, that's for sure. Alright, where'd that log go? There it is. Nice. Right past it. We got a bit of a northeast wind this morning, it seems like, or east northeast. Not seeing any rockos on there today though. I'm gonna have to throw a gulp minnow on. Try to catch something this morning. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it came off. Darn it. Dagnabbit. I thought I was on bottom. It was in a fish's mouth. Bunch of little guys. Let's just change this out really quick. Oh, that's the wrong jar. That's the worm. There's the log. That thing zips out there, man. That tungsten slide is pretty heavy. Oh, I see our rock bass just hanging out in the weeds here. Oh, he just turned away from it. He was like, nah, I don't think so. That time he went for it. And we got him. He's not a big one, but it's cool to sight fish him. He was just sitting down there in the bottom, hanging out in a little pocket in the weeds. First time I dropped it past him, he didn't really care, but he didn't move very far, and then he came for it and pushed the minnows pushed the bluegill away, and he let her have it. And it's all over from there. Game over. Fish on. Love it. Got the stinker rock bass on my hand already this morning. Be nice to see a 10 or 12 inch perch just hanging out down there. Oh, something bit it. That's a nice bluegill. Oh, same old song and dance. They go at it like they're gonna destroy it, and then they just kiss it and swim away. Break your heart. That one didn't swim away though. Haha. Yeah, buddy, that's a nice bluegill. Not huge, but decent. Got a bass attack. Are coming to check it out, see what's going on. We'll put him in the net so he doesn't break us off. I hate when they start flopping because they break. Nice, pretty little bluegill. Excuse me. It drops off right here pretty deep. Pretty fast, of course, but see if we can catch some fish on the drop off. I like to go down towards the corner over here behind me to where that big bass was at yesterday and see if it's still in that area. Oh, there was a bite. What? Oh, I see there's somebody walking around up there. Good girl. You're alright, good girl. Toss it out to the abyss. See if anything is suspended out here. The big bluegill, he looks like he just wants to bite something. Comes at it like he wants to bite it, and then he does the same old song and dance. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Let's spin this joker around here. Right by the log. I'm not seeing a whole lot of topwater activity, but I usually don't. Still get a few bites. There's a big old rock bass. Maybe the one I already caught. It could be in that same vicinity. Scouring the bottom with my eyeballs to look for fish I might want to try to catch. Bunch of dinkers. Oh, a little bitty bass. Had to hold it for a second. A couple chungus bluegills. And they don't want to bite. There's a little bass. Maybe he'll bite. Little bluegill will bite as usual. I just gotta figure out what makes these bigger ones want to bite. Getting further away from the kayak usually helps. That bass didn't want no part of that gulp. He just swam right past it. Everything else is doing the same damn thing. Except for the dinkers. There's a couple nice bluegill over here to my right. And the one bit it. And then it spit it. Almost pegged me in the head. Glad I had my arm out. Oh, my gulp's gone. Son of a bee sting. Well, that guy ate the gulp worm pretty easily. He just didn't have it quite far enough. I got it kind of long. I should have made it a little bit shorter, but there's a dinky baby perch down there. Yeah, the perch seemed to be on the inside edge of the weeds, which is pretty wild. I figured they'd be deeper, but this is the edge I was catching them on yesterday, so maybe we'll get lucky and hook a couple more to go with the two I kept from yesterday. What, Eddie Bell? Oh, there's a car in the parking lot. Good eye, girl. Good eye. Yeah, good eyeball. Should be chucking the plobber around here. This is getting close to where that giant smallie was at yesterday. Who knows, it might bite this morning. Schools of baby bluegill below me. Well, something just blew up over there about, I don't know, 100 yards away or so. I haven't seen no perch running that sand edge yet. Lots of big old shiners though. I see tons of bait fish, but not a lot of decent sized predator fish, that's for shizzle. I'm about to peel off this hoodie here in a second, it's getting warm fast. Hmm. Hmm. I say again. Hmm. There's that giant smallmouth. No doubt, man. He was just right behind. She's swimming this edge, man. I just seen him. I don't know if it's the same one or not, but it was huge. big perch. Big perch come up and swiped at that thing, but didn't want it. Okay, give me a minute, folks. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take my hoodie off. We're back. Had some technical difficulties. I forgot to charge the battery, I guess, last night, or it wasn't charging when it was plugged in yesterday. But anyway, we're set back up. I got a minnow out there. We're on an anchor. I'm blowing around a little bit here on this break of this edge here. Got the hoodie off. Had one nice perch follow my purple B5 up and hit it once, and I missed him, so there's something following. That was a smallie, I think. And now we're turned the wrong direction. Oh man, I just love the wind in a kayak. I guess I'll cast this way, because that's the way we're going now. That direction's no man's land, though, so we really don't want to be facing that way. Oh, we had a kayak on a trailer. That's what this guy had. Like, what's this guy doing with his Jeep? With a trailer, empty trailer, but he had a kayak on his empty trailer. I might try putting one of them bigger gold minnows on this tungsten. It might be more appealing to the bass than them big perch. I forget how fast this thing sinks. It's hard to keep up to it. You don't know if you're reeling too fast or too slow. The minnow, he might be swimming around now. I threw up here, made one kank. I don't know if it was before the camera died or not, but one nice perch followed this bait up and with the gold worm on it. And he snibbled at it, but that was about it. I could always put on a 16th ounce regular jig head. And still got a longer, bigger hook for them bigger fish. And I'd be able to see it coming. It's oh, there it is. I can see it down there. It's almost on the bottom. No, it's not. It's way down there. This might be too dark of a color for today. It is pretty bright out. Something hit the surface back over there. I'm really surprised nothing's attacked that minnow. Now we're going to start spinning the other way again. Because the wind's coming from our right. Nothing following it. Oh, boober. I should put on something brighter colored. I might just kind of hang out here for a little bit. I know that big bass comes around this area. Now the wind's coming from the left, so we're gonna spin the other direction. Fantasticular. I think I'm gonna cast behind me up into these here old dweebs, man. See if I can get any perch or something to sneak out of there. The problem is you gotta trap it in between the some dinkers chasing. Looks like perch is open, or dinky perch. Blind cast, see where it goes. We got something. We got something pretty big. I'll try to get this other line reeled in before he gets into it. There it is. Ugh. Oh boy. You're right, just to fold it over. We got a bass, we got a rocko, looks like a rocko. Looks like a rocko. Yep, pretty nice rocko. You guys can see him down there. He is a feisty guy. No, I think it might be a smallmouth. It is a little smallmouth. I hate when they jump. I hate when they jump. That's when they spit the hook. Oh, he's just a cute little guy. Feisty, though. Oh, he's got some sharp little teeth, too. There's that little bee vibe. The little guy, try to get him into the sunshine here. The pretty little guy. He has a fun little fight. Have a good day, buddy. Thanks for playing. That was pretty sick. A lot of fun, even especially on the ultralight. That's why you got high scroll this. Because everything you catch on this thing is big. It's crazy. I love it, but where is? How much line do we got? About 6 foot or so. Let's see if it'll hit bottom over there. Yeah. If anything's up more in the shallower stuff. Now the wind's gonna blow from that way and blow us the other way. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Nice little smallmouth. That great big one would bite, it'd be a whole lot more fun. Alrighty. I know it's a weed. I thought that was a big fish hanging out right there. But it was not. It was just a weed. Had a little bass for a second. A little bass. Oh, bobber's still floating. This is where I need a stake. I can pin myself in one direction. I gotta buy some fiberglass rods. I have to order them online, I guess. No place around here sells them anymore. And I'm not paying what they want for a stupid stakeout pole. I might put on one of them rusty colored bigger gold minnows. Oh, was that a rock bass or a big smallmouth? Just coming up the chase after when I was lifting it up, and then it seen me, so I thrown it in his direction. Maybe he'll bite it. Man, I just wish the wind would blow from one freaking direction. For once. It would be amazing. But it just can't. I mean, it literally just will not do it. It's like Mother Nature says, "Who on you? Oh, you do not get." Yeah, one of these juicy things. I've tried one. Oh, it's still wet. There's some torn up baits down there. This is way too long for this jig head, but we're gonna go with it. And if a big enough fish eats it, it'll swallow that whole hook and stuff. So I'm not too super concerned with it. We did not get it on center, did we? There we go. Now, what do I gotta do to get spun around the other direction? Need to get a new little curly tether for my paddle. Now it's gonna blow it the other way. Oh my goodness. It's like it's man. Did it blow us off the anchor? Oh my god. How the hell can scratch your fish when it's when the wind blows me 35 directions at the same friggin' time? It really, really pisses me off some days, man. It makes me really second guess why the hell I do this in a kayak. Oh. Oh man, story of my life. story of it. Shit just never works out in my favor. Whether it comes to whatever. It just is. I'm not that guy. I'm not the luck guy. My luck is crap. If it wasn't for bad, I wouldn't have it. Just like right now in this stupid kayak, trying to fish behind me, and the wind keeps blowing me the wrong direction. Really makes me mad some days. Especially I know I can catch fish if I'm facing the right freaking direction. But I can. And why? The wind blows 35 directions at the same time. Really gets on my nerves. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me just want to go home. He ain't very finicky. Oh, he's side hooked. Oh, guess I could stand up and fish behind me. I wind up falling in the drink, but you know, it was good entertainment. There's an old guy fishing at 2 feet of water over there. Might be fishing from there out to the deeper part where the weeds are at, where the fish are usually at. Hard saying. It's a big sucker down there. Big old sucker. And a piece of weed on the bottom that I hooked. That was just hanging out. Was a pretty big sucker. Puppy dog's back there sleeping. I think something hit that. I felt a nudge. That's with my imagination. Check out weeds on it or something. Oh, that's the kayak dude over there in 2 feet of water. Come on, big fish. Bite my hook. You know you want that gold minnow. You know you want it. That was bottom. I think I'm on a weed. Damn it. Yep, I was on a weed. Definitely not a fish. There's a nice perch chasing it. Back in here. And of course we're wrapped around the rod tip. Let's see what we got here. I caught a bunch of Jupiter perch on this crappie magnet one day. A few years ago, it was in October. In Lake X. On the orange and chartreuse. Tore up a bunch of 13-inch perch. Tore them up all in one spot. Just sat down and started plucking them out of the water. It was awesome. Probably my best day of perch fishing ever. See if anything comes to that right out by the boat. Just had some small perch. There were a couple decent sized perch coming with it, but a couple decent sized perch. I'm hoping maybe they'll, since this is a lot brighter on this nice bright day, maybe they will eat it. And again, maybe not. Who knows? One way to find out. I'd have to do some more trolling for these perch. That was a weed. We're gonna get tidal waved here in a second. Tsunami! Hang on, Ellie Belly. Rock you to sleep some more. Pretty quiet out here this morning other than the traffic on the roads. Boat here and there, but not bad. You can see the bait coming, but I don't see any fish by it. Okie dokie. Nothing following. Let's go up a little shallower this time, see what happens. Alright, I just hook a weed. Yeah, weeds. See, none of them facing backwards. We're gonna pretty much be facing backwards. A lot of tail anchored off. We'd be facing the right direction. We'd be facing the wrong direction still. Something just hit that thing. Maybe some small perch. I don't know. I can't see what was following it. But something did hit it though. It seemed to jump. Okay. Now you guys are probably just able to see the chair. Now we're gonna spin some more. What the world? What is going on with this graph? Why the hell are you shutting off? Stupid thing. Modern electronics, man. Shit we just can't live without. I honestly don't need it at the moment, but I haven't seen that big bass come back through. Probably knows I'm hanging out right here or something, just followed it up, I think. Yeah, it's like some smaller perch or something down there. Like when I cast over this way towards the point over here, there's more fish activity. And I cast that way, there's nothing because it's just that no man's land where it's just them little short, stumpy little weed deals and sand. There's just a little travel section for them probably. might have to do some trolling again. Maybe I'll get some perch to bite that way. The perch seem to be relatively aggressive. I just gotta find what they want to eat. And now it seems like they're on the outside edge of the weed instead of the inside edge, so even better for trolling. Car coming down the road. I thought there was a boat coming. Do a little yo-yo action, I suppose. I yo-yoed myself into the weeds. See? Yep. We really ain't onto this either, so. A lot of boredom out here this morning on this mission of fishing. Alright, let's pick up. I know there's a bunch more fish that were hanging out here a couple times ago we were out here. And maybe there's some fish hanging out there again that we can get on to. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of trolling for some perch here. Rockos, whatever wants to nibble. Giant bluegill, who cares? Who cares what bites, as long as something does. That's the way I look at it. I'm gonna put this up. Really like to get this out. A few casts around with that too. Hey, you're a wood chipper. Like that micro crankbait there, the Z cranker, that's a bluegill pattern. And when I was ice fishing last year, I actually had a big perch spit up a little bluegill. So, never know. Might catch a big old perch on this little Z cranker. You know, I keep hooking my pant leg on that stupid straw. Gotta love it. You reel that thing too fast, it does some weird stuff. It spins around upside down, and yeah, you don't want to crank it too fast. It gets some pretty erratic movements on its own, just cranking it normally. So if you get to zipping it too fast, it'll do some weird stuff. Sorry for boring the heck out of you today, folks, but that's a fishing trip for you, right? If you were here for a catching trip, you wouldn't be watching an unedited video. Oh, there's that little boat. He's back. He might be around the lake with his little cruise. Now he's back again. Probably get ready to take off. Enjoy the lake for an hour and whatever it took him to get around the lake. Starting to see some weeds show up, so maybe some fish getting closer by, or getting closer to some fish. Hopefully. Looking for perch. Of course, perch make me hungry. I like crappie and bluegill and smaller walleye. You start getting up above the 18-inch mark with a walleye and they start tasting too fishy, and I don't know about that. So I'll keep them. Our legal limit here is 15 inches to keep. I'll keep them between 15 and 18, maybe 19. Oh, something just slammed that little crankbait. I don't know what the heck that was, but boy, it hit hard. And I was sleeping on the job. I don't know if that's a little bass or bluegill or what that was, but the thing hit pretty hard. And I was sleeping on the job. There was a big old thump. Hi, Boo. What's up, puppy dog? Got some little bass chasing it. That ain't what hit it, though. There's a little bass down here. Definitely more fish over here. A lot of bluegill on site. Take this for a second, park it here. Let's toss over that there crappie magnet. Oh, we got a bluegill. And not a huge one, but a fun one. Little guy. Didn't hit it till almost got to the boat. A bunch of them followed it out. And then he went gulp and just slurped it right up. They're hitting it down there. Maybe a little bit too far from the reeds. Oh man, something's biting it. Or it looks like some bluegill down there. No big ones that I can see yet. No big ones in that cluster. Toss up this way. See what we can possibly hook into. Nada. Little dinker's chasing it, but there's a big bluegill. Let's see if we can get this in front of him. He might bite it. Typical bigger ones get a taste of it, and then that's it, they're done with it. There's a nice perch. Here he comes. Oh, don't confront the perch, because he'll back away. ain't what they want either, folks. They look at it and shrug their shoulders. They're like, let's chase it, but let's not eat it. Suckers. Suckers. Let's try something different. Guess we can put on another gulp minnow, small one, and now we're gonna get blown all over hell and back because the wind's gonna pick up again. Alright. This ain't working. I got a pile of baits over here that just ain't working. I do think this fish, like the smelt color, gulp minnow over the, what's the other one? The minnow color. We definitely don't like the minnow color as much as the gulp, or as the smelt color. The tail's all crooked, and I think it's making them not want to bite it because of the crooked tail. There's a decent bluegill right there. Let's see if he wants to snibble on it. Oh, that one did what he spit it out. It did the same thing. Suckers. This might not even see a video, as crappy as it is. Oh, there we go. There's a blue gile. There's a bass that looked like he was following it a little bit. Like he wanted to eat my bass or my bluegill. There you go. Let's go over here and see if we can get that bass to bite it. He'd be more fun. Well, the bluegill was fun. The bass would be more fun. We need some more bites. Some more catches. I didn't even see many fish through here. A lot of weeds though, so probably there's no fish in them. Oh, there's a big old bluegill right here. Oh, he swam up to it and, yep, gave it a kiss. Give it a kiss. Goodbye. Toot toot tootsie. Goodbye. And they run at it like they're just gonna attack it. And then they just turn their shoulder to it. Little bluegill. He didn't have no problem. He ain't scared to have a little fun. A little exercise. That's all I'm doing. Wow, look at the spider webs on there. My goodness. All while I'm fishing too. Look at it off my hand. Stinking spiders. And the big one took off. And there's just spider webs all over this rod. It's crazy. You just gotta figure out what they want to bite on. You threw a worm on, but man, the little ones get to it so fast. You have to go find one of them bigger ones when he's by himself. Something had it, and then let it go. You gotta find one of them bigger fish when they're relatively by themselves, or the little ones just destroy the worm before they can get down into the water. Some bluegill swimming by. ain't seeing many perch. Not seeing much of anything of decent size. Some bluegill, a couple perch I've seen that were pretty good size that didn't really want to bite. Oh, there's a perch. It's not real big, but it's a perch. Oh, he hit it. I jerked on the. He hit it sideways, and then he took off like a bat out of holy terror. Thrown into the abyss. Not seeing no perch on the bottom. Not seeing no fish. No fish. Nowhere. Oh, there's a rock bass. There's a bass. A couple of rock bass down there. They don't even want to bite the gulp. Hmm. I'm gonna blow it up on top of them now. Got a bluegill instead of a rock bass. Oh, pumpkin seed. Rock bass are still over there. I thought I felt one bite, but I don't think it was. Another dinky bluegill. We're right there. I think they're gone. Help. They bailed. They bailed out. Definitely not as good fishing today as it was yesterday. Yesterday we had a whole lot more bites. We got on here later in the day though yesterday too, so I don't know if that matters or not. It's supposed to be a full moon tomorrow night. A hunter's moon, a super moon, and a harvest moon all at the same time. That's a whole lot of moon. It's supposed to be the biggest moon, biggest and brightest moon of the year. So they say. There's something. A little bass. A little fish tank aquarium bass. There he goes. He's out of here. Looking for perch, looking for perch. Some micro bass down there wanting a whack on it. I think that was a weed. Big smallmouth. Big smallmouth. Big old smallmouth. That was a big old smallie. Not a giant like we were seeing yesterday, the one we seen earlier, but it was a nice fish. There he is. Well, that got his attention. I can figure out what these fish want to bite, it'd be a whole lot nicer to catch them. I've been trying a bunch of different stuff. I got the spider webs going across my hat. La 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 dee da da dee. Where's the fish for me? Listen to them turbskis whistling. Turbskis, twin turbskis. I had to delete some stuff off my memory card because it filled up. The last couple of videos I downloaded to my computer, I did not take off of the memory card on here yet. So the memory card filled up and the recording shut down. So luckily you can pick it up recording where it left off on this camera, which is awesome. I don't think you can do that on the GoPros and stuff, so put on this little chartreuse and white Bobby Garland, I believe it's a slab tail or something like that, slab tail jig. Something a little brighter, a little floatier. Maybe it won't quite sink quite as fast, but I don't know. I'll give it a little bit here, and if we don't catch anything, I'm going to troll. I seemed to pick us up some fish yesterday, so. Not seeing a whole lot of fish down here through these weeds, though. Oh. We'll do it maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and if we don't get a bite, we're gonna be trolling them little flicker shads. I'm gonna punch the camera and get hung up on a weed. There's a couple little fish next to us. Or one little fish next to us. Little bluegills. Little bluegill down there wanting to bite it. More little bluegill down there wanting to bite it. There goes a bluegill. Oh, he's seen it. He's gonna follow it for a second. And he's gonna say no. He wasn't very big either, so. Or a 4.5 incher. No monster. Alright, last cast with this thing, and then we're gonna troll away. See what happens. Oh, did I have a bite? Or did I have a weed? Weeds, I think. Oh, I see a log up there. Got a cast to it. Nothing. In the springtime, there's fish on that log, though. the yellow rod out. Put the purple rod down. Need to get the orange rod back out. And put the ultralight BFS back down. Flip our switch. Oops, sorry folks. Here we took a header. Let me switch out this here Plopsaurus Rex. I have to dig out the old tackle box with that particular bait in it. I'm sure it's still charging. There it is. Got stuck back a little bit. I'm going to change the color on the other one. I'm going to put on this one I was catching them on yesterday. Back on here. I'm going to take this. It's almost like the Halloweeny color, but I don't think that's not what it is. I don't think. But, we're going to change that. Put on one of these. That's one of their perch pattern colors, but I don't remember what they're called. Put that guy back. This one's a Euro tackle. This one's a Euro tackle. Ah! There's a hook in my finger. These ones were custom painted by Warrior, these two. These are both Rapalas, I do believe. Alright, gotta get a little deeper water. Switch them sides. That way we can have the shorter rod to the inside. I usually don't like trolling with the wind. I usually like trolling into the wind because the fish usually. No, I usually like trolling with the wind. I troll anyway, but I believe that fish are usually facing the current or facing the wind. So. We gotta get out deeper. I'm not paying much attention here. We're gonna be caught up in this crap pretty quick. Just like that. Ooh, that sun's getting warm already, Boo Hammer. Dropping off quick, man. Get off that groove and you're done for. We went straight out of, well, not straight out, but went on a little bit of an angle. We're already in 20 feet of water, so it's kind of crazy. Could actually put on one of the bigger ones on the outside rod. As deep as it is over there. But when we come up shallow, though, it's gonna change all that probably, so. Try to stay in that 12 to 13, 11 to 13 foot range, I guess, or 11 to 14 foot or something. Alright, we're rolling and trolling. Try not to get in too shallow, because we don't want to hook into no weeds, because they come kind of far. We're in 13.6 right now, so should be pretty good. I think they're probably down about 8 or 9 feet, maybe. Not 100% sure. Wind's gonna kick up a little bit. Got a fish on it. Oh, we got him still? Nope, came off. The drag was too loose. What the hell? Oh, dang it. I just set the hook and I reel him in and set the hook, and he was gone. There was no, the drag just slipped. So marking fish below me, so you never know. Or I might come up and give one of these a bite. One just did, so. They'll come up on you pretty fast, man. One thing about trolling the shallower edges around these lakes up here, they drop off so fast, and you start trolling where you think you're going to be, and then the contour changes, and a little point shoots out, and the next thing you know, you're in 11 feet of water, or 10 feet of water, and then it drops off to 20 feet of water, and yeah, it makes it difficult. I think right now we're on bottom. And the weeds. Hook the straw on my freaking pant leg again. We cleaned off before we get it up here. Yeah, pretty much cleaned off. There's a little hunk of tail hanging on it. Scrubbing the bottom a little bit on the inside rod again because it comes up so fast. Yeah, there's the bottom. Look, it's still clean now. Still clean. I guess I can put these back. Uh-oh, we gotta get out though, because I gotta be snaggling into those weeds there. I think there's supposed to be walleye in this lake too, but I am not sure. I think so. I'm not sure though. I know there's lake trout in here. Smelt, bass, smallmouth, largemouth, perch. Some decent perch too when you can find them. Might put on one of those. There's a bald eagle. Oh, you guys can see him way down there. Just above the trees down there, almost at the bottom corner, the back corner of the lake there. Yeah, we're getting shallow again. Aboard, aboard. Thinking about putting on one of them deeper, bigger flicker sheds on the outside. Since it's in such deeper water. I need to start staying at about 12 or 13 feet because there's just weeds out too far on this side. But the wind's pushing us in, coming across this way and pushing us in towards shore. But that's not helping. But, you know. Oh, move, girl. There's a scoop of bait fish on the grass. Oh, right there, there's the boat. Like 21 feet of water already. Just like that. Wham bam. 20 feet of water, ma'am. These I think go down about 13 or 14 or something like that. And I'm not really sure. It's either number 7 or number 5. It's the bigger one. The second biggest size. I don't know how many sizes they make, but I don't know if that was bottom or a fish with something off that rod tip. I'd have hooked a weed down on bottom, maybe. Not really sure. I have to put the puppy dogs on roller up here shortly. If you don't get overheated, it's supposed to get up to 80 today. Not sure how long we're gonna stay out here. We're probably gonna go over here to this boat, spin around, go back up the other direction. I'm trying to get a little shallower. The tree on the bottom down there. There's a log. Cruising here with the wind. See, we're weeded up on this one, so we might have just reel into it. It came free. It came free. I guess we wanted to reel up and spin around, but came free, so we'll run with it for a few more. This camera gets pretty hot, but it has no overheated. Hasn't shut down. Like the GoPros, everybody bitches that they shut down on them all the time. I haven't had it shut down yet. I haven't had it. The DJIs, people say that the screen will go out, but it keeps recording. This one's been perfectly fine. I'm gonna try and touch the screen. We're good. Seems like we're losing battery life though. For some reason, it keeps shutting down. The battery pack stops charging for some reason. Not sure. It's charging again though. It almost died again. I'm doing 1.2, 1.22 or so right now with the wind. When I turn around, I'll put up the umbrella because she'll be directly in the sun then, and she ain't gonna like that. She don't like laying it too much like that. Pandora, my other one I had, passed away last year. She loved laying in the hot sun. Alright, we're gonna reel in. Put up Ellie's umbrella. There's a duck on the dock, couple ducks. I'll put these, switch sides of these. Get Ellie's umbrella put up. Ooh. There's one thing about them bigger, the drag on this one, the Star Drag has them extra longer tips on the end so you can reach it, so you can spin it one-handed. And sometimes I whack that. It hit the drag and loosen the drag up a lot. Oh, she sees the ducks. I know, you see quackers. Duxosaurus. Alright, give me a second, folks, to get shit straightened around, and I'll be right back with you. More technical difficulty. My battery, excuse me, still indigestion. My battery, it was charging my camera, died. So then I had to dig around and hook it to the battery. It runs my, I'm out of breath. Runs to the battery that runs my graph. So now I got that going again and charging. It look a little crooked. So we're going back into the wind now, trolling. So we shall see if we get anything or not. I just troll back to the ramp, a little bit past the ramp, and don't get no bites. Well, I pack her up, get ready to go home, get ready for hunting in the morning. Gotta go out and check trail cameras, and I'm gonna move one of them. I only got two. Well, I got three in the woods. One I can't find. It's been out there since late winter. I can't find it. So once the ferns die off, I'm sure I'll be able to find it again. But since the ferns are still so tall, it's kind of hard to see them, see past them. So, well, you know, I gotta shoot my crossbow today. I'll dig up my regular bow. Try to shoot that. My shoulders feel pretty decent, so should be able to pull back the old bow. I usually take that out first, but this year I want to start out with the crossbow because I've had this crossbow for 4 or 5 years and there's just a jinx curse on it. I haven't been able to shoot nothing with it yet, so needs to go back again for another set of limbs. It's on its 5th set of limbs, I think, now. So I was supposed to send it back last year, then I just hunted instead. They're just micro D-lambs in the outer surface of the limb. It's not nothing that's going to blow up like a raven does. But yeah, I use the Axe 405 made by Faradyne. I think they're made in Wisconsin, I believe. It's nice, compact, it's pretty fast, relatively accurate. I wish it was more accurate, but the biggest problem with it is that the limbs are junk and they crack every year, so we got a fish on. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish too. Oh, I think it came off. Maybe not. Maybe coming at us. I think it came off. Oh, it's still there. We got a fish on. Oh my god. It is a big old pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seeds like crankbaits too, folks. How about that? Wow. How did you get that like that? Oh, I see. There we go. That was crazy. That's a first. I've never caught a sunfish on a crankbait like that before. That was pretty sick. That little guy was fired up, man. I love it. That's badass. Sweet. Shibby. That was cool. It's hard to reel him in. It was pretty sick. I thought I had I had a bass on it, or a big perch or something. Was not expecting a pumpkin seed. That was spectacular. Cutting out a little bit, it gets shallower through here. Comes out right here. I don't want to be out too far though. That was cool. I got water on my lenses. Hope we didn't get you guys. No, you guys are clean. Camera looks clean. The glasses aren't clean now. Big old water's dropping on the lens. Couldn't see where I was going. Almost crashed. Nice day out here. No maniacs ripping around on kayaks, yeah. Ripping around on their kayak, alright. Ripping around on jet skis. No bass boats out today. And a couple small boats go by. One's already gone in. They made a trip around the lake perimeter and they were done. Which I don't care, as long as they ain't ripping around by me, causing a bunch of commotion, making it harder to fish. And that's what I'm trying to catch perch over on Portage over the weekend. And Jack wagons out there in them bigger boats ripping by you. Or coming by you at, just a little more than an idle speed, rolling a huge wake 100 feet away from you. And then they wave at you. Yeah. I was younger, you'd be getting a sinker chucked at you. But anyway, it's public water. As long as you're not a douchebag, that's all that matters to me. I see they're actually doing studies in their science on wakeboards because of the damage they do to the bottom of the lake and what's on the bottom of the lake structure and like reefs and stuff like that. Because I guess the waves travel so deep, the effect for them wakeboard boats travel so deep in the water, it's damaging parts of the lakes and washing out stuff. So you might see some restrictions on wakeboard boats pretty soon. But you never know. I've been wrong before. A little more line on that one, maybe get a little bit deeper. A little farther from the kayak. Going just a hair over one into the wind. Tried to pick it up a little bit. We were doing 1-1, 1-2 yesterday, so the inside rod, the right hand rod, should be just off the edges of the weeds. We're in boats in 13 feet, so it's probably got baits in 12 feet on the right side. Well, now we're in 12 feet, but we'll kick out here to get past these weeds. All we've had so far is that one bite on the way down on the orange rod. Other than that, nothing. I don't want to put you guys through too much torture. This is probably getting kind of boring. And here comes another boat coming back in already. I know some people are just taking them out for their last voyage of the year before winter hits or something. I'm not sure. It'll still be hot for a few days in October. I'll be able to get out and do some more, hopefully some perch fishing. Might do just a few short videos on up in the tree stand and stuff, and might even do one today, just going out and checking cameras. throw the chest cam on and just gonna show you guys my hunting spot. Anybody got any good recommendations for a decent windproof umbrella? I'm all ears. I've gone through 2 cheap ones already. This one here is plastic. It's still holding up kind of good as the first one I bought, but yeah, that's figuring that. We're in 10 feet of water. Ooh, getting shallow again. Weeds on this side. Yeah, we're just. There we go. But spaghetti salad back here. Don't let us get in way too shallow. That's the problem with these lakes, man. That they come up so shallow so fast. It's crazy. I'm used to trolling in like Lake St. Clair when I, did a lot of fishing out there, and St. Clair River, and you don't have to worry about the water dropping off and picking up in 3 feet, dropping 20 feet and 10 feet. Oh, come the fuck on. Pardon my language, folks. What in the world is going on here? What the heck? How does that stuff happen? It just blows my mind. Where'd that guy come from in that boat? Oh, dang it. Stupid weeds. I don't know where that guy came from. He wasn't there a few minutes ago. get hungry. He's throwing out to the abyss. Which I'm sure there's fish out there. Wind's trying to blow us into shore again. Refusing to let it. I got the fish on. I think it came off again. No, I think he's still out there. Just a small, another small bluegill. There you go. Little guy. You're okay, Allie Pally. Hitting some weeds. Trying to get deeper, but the contour won't let me. Okay, there we go. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay, I see. Let's see what we gotta do here. I'm getting weed whacked here, I think. Getting in some more of those tall weeds again. Yeah, we're getting them on the left side right now. on the left side getting snaggled up. Damn it. Like that guy was throwing a deep diving crankbait or something, but I'm not sure. Those are small flock of geese above the treetops there. Probably can't see them, but they're there. Take my word for it. I'm getting out too damn deep. I'm thinking the contour switched here, but it goes out farther before it changes and comes out. I can see the weeds sticking up, so I need to get back on the weed edge here. Ooh, we're on it. Just like that. We're on it. We're too much on it already. Well, so far that same crankbait that was getting hit yesterday, getting hit again today. Hot color. I don't think I have any of the bigger size in that color. I might. Boogie will like it. The perch were eating it yesterday, and the rock bass. I think I got a rock bass on it yesterday too. Just trying to stay just off these weeds here into the drop off, right before it starts to really drop off. You can kind of see where the change is because the waves they look different. Color of the water looks a little different. We'll probably go up a little bit past the boat ramp, and if we don't hook nothing, we will call her a day. 1.3, gotta slow down just a little bit. 1.1715, yeah, we're good. Just gotta stay in the right depth range. Get out of here, spider. Yeah, he stuck to my rod on the way down and I broke his web. And I always float for the bluegills to hit them. They'll probably catch my line down there, run up my line and come back all the way down the rod and start stringing more web. But as of right now, one less spider in the boat. This is in the general area of that big smallmouth. Oh, we'll hook into that girl, but I'd like to. Oh, you can carry what rod a bit, as long as it bit. Coming into some scattered tall weeds. Yeah, we're getting in 10, 11 foot, so we gotta cut out a little more. I think there's fish out here on this point. The tip of the sandbar dealio. This whole side of the lake is, well, not the whole side, but this whole area here is relatively shallow. And you could wade it and fish it in the summertime and springtime, and even now, because it's not that deep to where you can get out to where the fish are at. Maybe I never tried it, but I probably should try it one day. Do a little wading out here when I know the fish are in close. They already know I'm not wasting my time. All right, we're getting a little too close, too shallow, way too shallow. Yeah, we're getting into the weeds. I think we got into the weed on the left rod. You got these real tall ones that come up from the bottom, and that's what we're catching now. Yeah, I just caught another one on this rod. Yeah, that won't come off. Too light of action a rod, I think, for it to rip off. Too soft. It does more bending than it. Yeah, a little teeny. Well, not really teeny, but one stupid hunk of weed. I think this one's okay. Still got a good vibration to it, so. Just trying to stay on the edge of the shallower stuff and the edge of the outside edge of the weeds, and it changes so darn fast. I'm having a tough time through here. It goes from 13 to 10 feet, like right now. Now. We got one out over here. Oh, nice. Whoa. That's a nice fish, folks. I need a little more drag tension. Try to keep my forward momentum going. I don't know what this is, but it's a nice fish. I'm sure you can see the rod bending, but let's put this over here so you can see a little better. Oh, it just popped off. Oh my God. Son of a... Oh my God, man. How can you fight a fish that long with treble hooks in it? You get 20 feet behind the boat and comes off. How does that? I don't know how that... Not sure how that happens, but it happens to me quite often. Oh, that was a nice fish. I think it was a nice smallmouth. Son of a... Dang it, man. That was a nice fish. Son of a gun. And I thought it was the right rod. I looked over there because I could feel it shaking the boat. And it's a left rod. And he was hammering on it, man. As hard as he was pulling, I don't understand how he got... I felt it. It did something. Something happened, and he twisted and turned or something. And I felt it in the line through the rod that he was coming off. There was just a weird feeling, and then there was a little pop, and he was gone. I don't know what it was, but it was crazy. It's a big fish. No doubt about that. Darn it. Darn it. Burst your bubble when that happens. I don't understand how that can happen, but might have not had it really good. It's easy to come loose, I suppose. Like I said, I felt some weird. It just felt weird, and then all of a sudden he was gone. I don't know if he shook the right way or twisted it or something, but he did something. He ripped loose, came loose. He was gone. He or she. There it was a nice fish, though. It was fighting hard. Like that. There's a fish. I think. Maybe. The orange one got bumped or hit a weed or something too, but I think this one has a fish on it, but it maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Nope, just grass. Dang it. I got excited. Feels like it's got some debris on it, or it had some debris on it. I don't think it does at the moment, but I go reel it up and check it. Well, looks good. Okay, so since having that big fish on, I'm not going to change that bait. I was thinking about changing it, but it's kind of a perch color. It is a perch color, but green perch, I think they call it, or something. But that's the Warrior custom colors. I'd like to have that fish back on. That's a big fish. What are we at here? We're almost at 3 hours. Got to see me get my bubble bursted by that fish. Seen some technical difficulties today. Me gabbing. My life's not very exciting, so I don't have any good stories to tell. But, you know, I'm sure I can think of something. I'm just looking forward to doing a little bow hunting, I guess. Wait for it to guess. It's going to be bad to hunt because it's going to be in the 70s and 80 degrees and typical October. Beginning of the month it'll be 80. By the end of the month there'll be snow on the ground some days. Darn, that was a big fish. Whew. Felt like a big smallmouth, I think. I won't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's kind of what it felt like, a smallmouth, so. But I don't know. We'll never know now. It got away. Sucker. That sucker. I caught my biggest smallmouth on some of these Warrior crankbaits, man. I caught a couple one year. I caught my PB. And then I caught my PB again. I got the first one I got a picture of. The second one, he hopped out on my boat, out of the kayak before I get a picture of him, but I got them trolling these crankbaits. Yep. I'm not sure how exact, I didn't measure or weigh them, but the biggest one was probably pushing 6.5 to 7 pounds. It was a gigantic smallmouth. At least every bit as big as the one we've been seeing here, but probably a little bigger. But it was huge. It was a monster. I caught them both in the same area, same lake, same summer, and just a couple weeks apart. There's a fish. Oh, it came loose. I just don't understand. Another fish came loose. That one's seconds in. Dang it. That one felt like a pretty nice fish too. Scheiße. Fish on, fish off. Fish on, fish off. Travel hooks too. I don't understand. I'll be honest, some of the hooks that come on the Berkley, I think they're the number 7 size or whatever, the bigger size. The factory hooks that come on some of those are kind of crappy. I don't really care for them. They curve in too much, I think, and it's hard to get a good hook set. But I think they come off a little easier. Sometimes I'll bend them out. Sometimes I just change the hooks out. And that's just what comes on them on the factory, or what comes on them from the factory. So is what it is. There's all that wood we found the other day, yesterday when we cruised through here. There's some logs there next to it. We'll probably get up to this other side of where the wind's blowing here and turn around and head back the other direction. And oh, there was a bite. Head back the other direction if nothing else gets attached. Might have been a weed too. That looked more like a bite than a weed. Weeds usually just tug. That was a boom, thump. .4. I'm not sure how fast we've been going, but the fish have been biting, but I'm just trying to keep the same speed, the same pace I'm turning the paddle. Dun 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 dun. I'm hooking weed on this one. There ain't nothing there to hook, and you really can't get down to the bottom, I don't think. Alright, we're going to turn around, switch the rods one side to the other. Just because that one's got the deeper one on it. Oh, it does have a little piece of grass on it. Leaf blower man over there at the art college, art school, institute. deal. Okay. Hard to control our speed. We're going with the wind now, but that's okay. Just pedal a little bit and stop. Pedal a little bit, stop. Some kind of fish right down there, a little school. Either small bluegill or small bass or minnows, who knows. It's gotta be crappie in this lake. There's crappie in the next couple lakes upstream. I know there's crappie in. Oh, excuse me. Wow, mega. Not really. I got a little stopped up there. There's a school of fish there too on the Grapholian. I don't know if you guys can see them or not, but I was just some kind of bait fish down there. But down the depth my crankbaits are at for sure. You can get a perch bite on that trip up. You might have moved a little deeper or something, so I didn't see any up shallower again. Well, I did. Not many big ones, but I seen a few. Something there on the screen. Kayaks due for a good bath pretty soon too. A bunch of sand in the bottom of the kayak. Ooh, it's getting hot, hot, hot. Down there towards the bottom. Oh, there's a big old log right there. Oh, that's that tree we just passed over and stuff. There it is on the screen. That's that one right down here. Just out in north, or maybe just out and east of the steps. In the campground there. Go deep, go deep. Alright, catching the weeds on this one. Catching the weeds on this one. feet are getting hot. They're still bumping, rumple bumple and weeds with the orange rod. This one's got spiders on it. You see the webs hanging off of it. This one's just bouncing. Oh, this one's just bouncing off the bottom. That one is too. Just can't stay out of this weeds. Oh yeah. Who's hungry for some salad? Where's the ranch dressing? There's some pepperonis on there and a little bit of cheddar cheese. Man, oh man. Giant largemouth down there. Like a giant. Yeah, so we literally just passed over a giant largemouth. Swimming that edge line, the break line. Just on the outside of the tall weeds, man. It's right where we're trolling, which tells me that could have been what we hooked up with down here earlier. A big bass. Staying 13, 14 feet maybe? I don't know. There are definitely some big largemouth cruising this edge. And smallmouth. He was on the move, or she. Whichever. It was pretty good sized fish. Uh-oh, we're hanging up in weeds over here already on the right or left side. Hard to stay out of them weeds, man. It really is. Especially when the water or the bottom contour is like in and out like it's snaky. It's very snaky. As soon as you think you got it going, you're in too shallow. I'd rather be a hair bit deeper than shallow, because then I'm not getting into the weed. This will be our last trip down. We'll go back to where that corner where that smallie hangs out, and rip around that corner real quick, and then reel up and head in. Oh, we got a fish on. Oh, he came off. How does that happen? Jesus. How does that happen? The rod is bouncing and doubling over. So you know the fish has got hooks in it. And then boom. As soon as I grab the rod, it's out, gone. Son of a biscuit eater. We've been grinding our butts off trying to catch some fish. Every time one hooks up on them crankbaits, they're gone. One might have stock hooks on it. That'd be my guess. When I reel it up, I'll tell you. Dang. In the same general area we hooked one on the way up. Ugh. Another heartbreak. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the Rocco log. Man, I can't believe that. Another fish on, another fish off, just like that. Wham. And I touched the rod, I start pulling out that rod holder. Yeah, he's gone. Don't make any sense. As soon as I reel it up, I can tell you if there's stock hooks or not. If they are, that might be part of the problem. Oh, you have to bend those hooks out a little bit or change them. Oh, one more chance on that thing. Redeem myself. don't know if that's a fish or weeds. It feels like weeds. There's a fish on the other one. And it's off. Yep. Sure as shit, man. That was another fish on. Another fish off. Over here we're in the weeds. I don't understand how we got in the weeds over here. What we did. There's 14, 15 feet of water. We got into the weeds. Dumb. Just dumb. Double dumb. That's like 3 fish on that one that's gotten off already. One on that one, the little one. The orange rod had one on there that we lost too. Unbelievable. Crazy how many fish got off them treble hooks. It's insane. Insano. Captain Insano. This looks like all just sand bottom out here. According to the graph, the radar shows just flat, soft, sandy bottom by the way it looks, and it's bright down here too, so I'm assuming that's just the bottom's all sandy right here. This is the area that big smallmouth's been spotted. Just up here somewhere, I think. Dude, get in the weeds on this? There's weeds on this one. Nope, there's not. I had a fish on and lost it. I think this was just in the weeds, but the way it was bumping looked like it was a fish on it. But Might even get the weeds. The weed. Yeah, you can see how the hooks bend down in. Well, you can see that or not, but the hooks bend downward quite a bit. And I think that keeps you from getting hooked up sometimes. Or a good hookup where it gives it an opportunity for the fish to come off. I'm gonna see if I can tweak them a little bit. And I'm gonna make one pass up here a little bit again where I've been getting them bites, and then we'll call it. Why not hook yourself? Can't hook nothing else. Got my drag a little bit looser on that one. I don't know if that was the problem there. Well, I bent them hooks out a little bit too, so we'll see what happens. If we get another bite on it, we keep it on. It might be just from bending the hooks out. Almost done, puppers. Weeds galore. Weeds galore. Dang it. Son of a bitch, man. These weeds are killing me today. This contour of the water is just freaking ridiculous. Oh. We get one more bite. We don't get him into the boat. We're going home one way or the other. I'll be done. Oh, look, there's the Rocco Lock again. School of bait fish below us here. Something bumped that one. Bail out, bail out. We'll go up here in a little bit, and then we'll turn around and come back and call it a day. Video's been going on for almost 4 hours. Jesus. That's crazy. Not a whole lot of fish catching for 4 hours of watching, but you can see me struggle. Miss fish, lose fish. We're rolling at 1-3. Okay, for another 100 yards or so, and we'll reel up, spin around, drop them back out real quick, and burn back to the ramp. It's already about 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. Holy cow. We gotta go check trail cameras too, so it's gonna be kind of a late night. Then I gotta shoot my crossbow with my regular bow, and oh my gosh, we got to go. I'm gonna reel up. We can switch them around real quick, and might go fish back to the ramp anyway. And we can go out of here, go home, get something for lunch, load up in the truck, go check the trail cameras. Hang on to your umbrella, boober. It's hanging on for dear life. These minnows will get relinquished today, that's for sure. They won't make it much longer than just staying in a bucket. Oh. Come on, one more bite. That's all I asked for. One more thumper. And we get a fish in the boat. We can land one. A little deep, but I don't know. I don't want to be snagging up on weeds. No, there's the ramp. I'm gonna reel this one out. We just hook into the bottom on some grass. Yep. Well, it's gonna show you our last catches of the day. It's probably just a big old hunk of the same kind of coontail gale. Oh yeah. Oh, it's one of the bigger ones of the day. Look at that, folks. Oh well. Alright, folks, have a great day. Enjoy your last day in September. Yep, tomorrow's October 1st, opening day of bow season here in Michigan. So, yep, I got a few videos stocked up, I guess, now, so I can, I got a little bit of time to try to get something together during hunting season, or kind of fish again or something, but stupid umbrella. Yeah, so that's about it. Make sure if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, look forward to the next one. Hope you all have a great day. Take care. Peace out.